Covered in mud again.
Cameron and Amber's wedding day is fast approaching, and we're down to the last couple of days to get everything finished up on their home so that they'll be ready to move in. It's 2 days before the wedding, and we still don't have a water pressure regulator installed, and we don't have a septic tank. We hope to solve both of those problems today, and we'll wrap up the video by sharing a few clips from the big day and wishing them luck as they turn this place into a home.
Man, it's cold. Okay, so I can turn his pressure up because we're only at about 30 now. I'm going to put it at the very top edge. Right there. All right, looks like we're good. I set it at 75 pounds and I got 75 pounds on this gauge too. So I set it at the very top end of optimal. All right, I'm gonna start digging the ditch over here and you can start putting together drain lines. So hey there, hobby homesteaders, welcome back to Peaks Peak. Today is kind of our final push to get the house ready before they get married. And they're honestly, they're going on a honeymoon, but they're wanting to spend their first night in their house. That means we've got to get the septic lines hooked up tonight or tomorrow morning. Rehearsal is tomorrow, the wedding's the next day, so it's go time. But I think we're gonna make it. So we've got the septic tank is set. They've got to finish running the field lines and all that, but they're going to be working on that. So we're going to get our part of it done and they can work without us to finish that stuff up. So I think we're going to make it. I'm going to take the backhoe over and dig a ditch from the house over to the septic tank, get that ready for pipe. Cameron is going to crawl underneath and start making connections down through there. So this is one of those things that, you know, I know enough to be dangerous. My dad was a plumber, and so I was around it quite a bit, and I understand the basics of it, but I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But this is one of those things that's pretty straightforward. We're just running a straight line of pipe and have 3 drops that connect into it on our way straight out the other end of the home to the septic tank. So I'm going to, I think, leave him with this. It's kind of a weird feeling to be this close to him being married, moving away and starting his family of his own. And it's exciting and I'm happy for him. I remember what it was like for me and how ready I was to start my own family and all that. And you know, it's great for him, but it's a weird feeling as a parent. And today I was sitting and kind of scrolling through pictures of me and him and the things we've done together, and you know, fishing and all the hobbies we've been into, and it's gone quick, just like that. There are many, many more great memories to come, and I know that if the Lord blesses us with grandchildren and more time on this earth, then we'll have lots of great memories from that. So it's not a sad time, but it is a time to, I guess, kind of reflect and just appreciate what we've had so far. Pretty awesome. All right, well, Cameron is making progress running the septic lines under the house, and he's putting a little dirt in the hole now. Making progress. I think we're gonna make it. Inlets. Well, we are making great progress. We are gonna get him hooked up. We're gonna make our deadline. But I've learned some things on this project. I'll show you. We've got our septic tank buried here. Let me step out here. You can kind of see it in the frame here. So we got our septic tank buried here, and the inlets on the tank are only like a foot underground. And I didn't realize you bury these waistlines so shallow to a septic tank. So I kind of learned that. But anyway, got the ditch dug and the pipe kind of laid in. I'm waiting for Cameron to get back with some more fittings and things like that so we can finish making those connections. And my buddy JD here's got his crew, and they're putting the septic drain field pipes in right now, which is pretty neat to see. I've not actually ever seen this done before. They kind of give us some direction here as we were making these connections. It's pretty cool process to see and be able to do some of this work ourselves. I was a little bit embarrassed by getting my little BX out here and digging my ditch, seeing how quickly he's able to move dirt with his mini excavator there. He's got a 305 or something like that, but yeah, it's a 305 E2. Look at the grade he's able to lay down with this. Precision work, nice equipment. It's awesome. But literally down to the very last day that we could be working on this to get them done and get them in their house on time. Now, something else I learned on this job is that where the pipe comes into the tank, you have to have what they call a baffle on there, which directs your solid waste downward. And the black on the side of the tank, that little cage, is what that is a baffle. But that's on the end of the tank here, and we wanted to come straight in on the side, so we have to make our own baffle out of a sanitary tee and some extra pipe. But I'm waiting on fittings for that right now. I'll stick you down in the tank and let you see what it looks like. Okay, so we got that baffle right there, which was the factory baffle. And here's how we created one. So, should work. There's the tank. I'm gonna put a lid on it and start burying some pipe. He is 2/3 of the way complete. He's got his kitchen tied in, got his bathroom on that end tied in, got a 1/4 inch per foot of fall on it, right?
At least.
At least, probably more.
Probably.
And by the time we get to the other end,
We'll be underground.
yeah, we'll be a little bit underground, but that's the way we designed it. It's all good. And you tie in that last bathroom down there and you're in. All right, you got sticks of pipe I need to carry over, don't you?
Did I carry?
And feed them under?
Still in my truck.
Okay, I'll go get those. Well, we got out here last night and we worked till after dark getting everything hooked up, but we got him hooked up. So I'm back out here this morning and gonna just fill in my ditch here where the line's hooked to the septic tank. And the boys are here finishing up the septic field. Doing a fine job here. They got the first field line run. They got gravel over the pipe and they're spreading straw over it and getting ready to start the second. They're gonna have them all fixed up today. They'll be ready to go. Together in the sight of God to unite Amber and Cameron in marriage. As followers of Jesus Christ, they believe that God created marriage. And in Genesis, God said, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Marriage is one of the greatest gifts that God has given to us. We're waiting for a kiss the girl.
And so it begins a new chapter and a new family on Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good day.